Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Tuntikorn Rungpatana, or you can call me Dr. Op. My role is CNVR Director Thailand from Soi Dog Foundation. Today I would like to present to you about the Greater Bangkok CNVR planning, monitoring, and evaluation. First of all, I would like to introduce you about the Soi Dog Foundation. We are a not-for-profit animal welfare organization. Our mission is to improve the welfare of dogs and cats in Asia, resulting in better life of both the animal and human communities, to create a society without homeless animals, and to ultimately end animal cruelty. This 2023 is our 20 years anniversary, and I would like to let you know that Soi Dog Foundation has sterilized over 900,000 animals so far, mostly in dogs. We also made agreements with Thai government under the Princess Rabies project collaboration. The main mission is Humane Dog Population Management, called CNVR project across of Thailand, especially in Bangkok project. We collaboration with Doctors Worldwide and consulted about the evaluation and monitoring program with Dr. Ellie Hebby from ICAM. Before we talking about the problem base in Greater Bangkok, I would like to clarify to you about the Greater Bangkok area. The Greater Bangkok area has included Bangkok province and another five provinces around. There are Pathum Thani, Samut Prakan, Samut Sakhar, Nakhon Pathom, and Nonthaburi. They have the same problem that have the overpopulation number of free roaming dogs. Right now, it's more than 650,000 by estimate. This is creating an environment for created human-dog conflict because have the many people reports about the dog bite and road traffic accident and nuisance report also still have the complaint about the dog aggressive and everywhere. This is risk of the rabies transmission because of we know the government cannot do the high percentage of the rabies vaccination by many reasons. This is significant of dog health and welfare issue because the dogs still have the accident and also have the malnutrition in many places. Still have the infectious disease like a parvo, distemper, or the tick-borne disease that are prevalent here. Also, TVT in new area where high percentage of unsterilized dog. We also found the high levels of abandon, mostly in temples and the jungle areas. The surprise that no have the survey by the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration for more than 10 years. About CNVR project in Thailand, we currently have the 15 teams and 26 support smaller local CNVR projects. Totally, we can do approximate 18,000 animals sterilized per month. If we focus only in Bangkok, we just start team 9 in the area and team 10 will soon be in training. The CNVR team structure and daily targets. Our standard CNVR team is made up by 9 members, 2 vet surgeons, 3 vet staff, 4 dog catchers with 2 pickup trucks for free transportation in the area. In 2023, Soi Dog Foundation, in partnership with Dog Trust Worldwide, will operate 10 CNVR teams in the Greater Bangkok area and neighboring Chaeng Sao province. The minimum team target is 40 neutered dogs per day. We are operating 5 days per week. CNVR process is a 1 day process. In early morning, our dog catcher go out and find the dog in a limit area that we send to their smartphone. Then they bring the dog to the mobile clinic that have 2 veterinary surgeons and 3 vet staff. They're operating around 40 to 45 dogs by MIS technique with absorb suture. Every dog connect to the anesthesia machine. We inject combined vaccine and the rabies vaccine plus the DT drug. When the dog full recovery, our dog catcher send them back to their territorial. So the whole process have finished in 1 day. Please explore our daily work picture. Sometimes our dog catcher need to jump to the dirty river for bring the dog back. They also catching dog at the seaside. You can see our veterinary surgeons operating on the table, and also our veterinary support staff preparing the dog. Uh, Sometimes we have to running to the flooding area in some period, and almost of dog is very difficult for catching. Next, you can see our dog catcher crawl down the building for catching the dog. You can see we set up 30 to 40 cages in the mobile clinic for separate dog one by one. This will protect dog fighting in the small cage. Sometimes dogs are very easy to hold on, sometimes very difficult. They need to load the dogs in the small boat for transportation. Our mobile unit, usually in the temple or the free space that the local authority give it to us. This is the routine work that our team do in every single day. About key to success of CNVR program. The first one is continuous. We need to do this program in daily because we know the period of the pregnant dog is around 2 months and we need to catch up the unwanted puppy or the newborn. The second one, we need to get over 80% to 100% of sterilization coverage. Then we get that target. We need to move to the next area. If you want to move to the adjacent area. Because in every area that have finished the CNVR project, the birth rate will be declined, but the fatality rate has be the same. So the one thing gonna be happen is the space, and I so worry about the space. If the area around the CNVR area still not get over the target 80%, and it's have the chance that some recessive dog take that space and use the same resort, may produce the new unwanted puppy. Yeah, sure, it is a vicious cycle. So every time we move to the adjacent area to protect the space issue, and we do not jump. So let's start with the question of what difference do you want to make? This is a good question, and we asked our staff in the monitoring and evaluation workshop with Dr. Eli Hebi in 2019, where we identified that the following impacts as important for our CNVR project. So the first of the CNVR impact is the reduced rabies. The next one, reduce roaming dog density. The third one, improve dog welfare. The last one, improve the human-dog relationship. If we can establish data showing that impact are happening, this evidence of successful will help us win public confidence and convince the government to setting up to use the CNVR program in straight the sheltering strategy. Let's see tools of monitoring methods. First one, animal welfare survey. Observed in 20 routes in Greater Bangkok, normally in October and November. We have the baseline in 2016 and continuous survey start in 2020 and keep continuous annual year. We observe number of roaming dogs, their basic demography, their visible welfare state. Second one is pre and post clinic survey by mobile clinic dog catcher team. Our dog catcher investigate and record all roaming dog on the pre-survey in every single soil or small road. They also check it out the sterilization coverage record for a sample of roaming dogs on survey post clinic. The last one is the rabies case in Thailand that we got the data from the laboratory confirmed with the FA test. Almost of the dog rabies case in Greater Bangkok shared by the Department of Livestock Development Thailand. Any further data collection? Yes, we also do the attitude survey. It's better if we have the dog bite data or the sheltering data, but it's very difficult in Bangkok. But with our new project in Chonburi, also in partnership with Dog Trust Worldwide, we will attempt to get this data to have as much as baseline data as possible. The more we have, the better we can monitor our work and assess the impact we are making. So let's talking about how to start animal welfare survey with 20 routes. We need to discuss with the surveyor about the survey protocol to make them understand about how important of this survey and how about the baseline survey. Then we practice them to use the Talea app and test them for confident consensus. The Talea app and web tool developed by ICAM and Wise Monkey Foundation, we use to collect the data on mobile phone during the surveying. We sync of the data to the Talea web on completion of each survey. Talea app was used because it supports the accurate navigation along the predetermined route and robust recording and storage of the track, travelers, and dog survey data. Then 20 routes are tested before the actual survey. Because so many routes have changed over the year and we found some permanent construction block the track that we need to make a detour in many routes. And then we need to set up data in Wise Monkey and let's start survey. This is the sample of the protocol and rule of survey. We do survey only in morning time, 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. The important rule is don't survey in rain, delay to the next morning with fair weather. Don't add test or disperse the dogs. Try to survey without dog noticing you are there. Do keep going until the route is completed. If you need to pause the app so it's only record active survey time and distance. Include dog on the side street up to 20 meters. Can you perceive whether male or female? If yes, include them. If no, they are too far away to be included. Next, practical training for Talea app and test. We setting up the meeting program and teach them to use Talea app and let them know how important of this survey to make them understand clearly about the process of the survey. And then we send the application to their smartphone and let them do the actual survey on the motorcycle and keep record on the Talea app. So what do we record? We are following indicator of baseline survey in 2016. Then we let them go somewhere with a large number of dogs, such as our mobile clinic location. All trainees observe 10 dogs and discuss as a group. They must to answer 7 questions or sex and lactation status, age, sterilization status, body condition score, skin condition score, size of ownership, and obvious size of units. This for explore any difference of opinion. Aim is to establish the consensus. Then repeat this process until they are confident. So please enjoy the clip of the survey in Route 17. The latest surveys was done in October and November 2022 with combination of a lead surveyor to provide consistency in recording and an assistant that was familiar with the local area to provide navigation or riding support the airplayer to be ideal. They ride on the motorbike to survey 20 routes in Greater Bangkok area, starts from the 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. They use 26 days. Total is 611 kilometers was surveyed, yes, and counted 893 dogs in total. Next two is pre and post clinic survey. How to start this? We need to discuss with the surveyor about the survey protocol again because it's quite different from the animal welfare survey by Talea. The pre and post clinic survey we do in the large scale, we do in the whole area, and they need to observe in every single small road. That's why we choose the MyTrack application because it can show the borderline on Android phone during the surveying. That makes surveyor know the limit area of survey. Also, they can record the track and the marker at the same time. It can tell them that how far they done the survey. The MyTrack application can link to the MyMap website by Google, and we can export the data to the Excel file and preparing the data in the future. The thing that we need to prepare is the polygon of each area and send this data to the surveyor smartphone and then let them start survey. The pre-clinic survey protocol. We do pre-clinic survey within the months before reaching the new working area. This survey not only the estimate number, but also the collect enough information to facilitate later caching of dogs. We use MyTrack application on Android phone. We need to set up the polygon before, which indicate the boundary of the cat or sub-district. Our dog catcher need to drive along every soil within the boundary, counting every roaming dog, observe sterilization status, and ask local people whether they are the feeders or owner associated with the dog. The MyTrack application can export data and share the KML file to email. Then we can import information to MyMap website and summarize and generate data in Excel file. The post-clinic survey protocol is actually we not done after we move out the area, but we done when we see the our dog catcher are getting fewer dog into the mobile clinic. So they need to know where are the hotspot area in the location that to see that a lot of roaming dogs in the short space of time. Ensure this route achieve good coverage of the area to include the representative sample of the roaming dog population in the survey. Record a minimum of 60 dogs on the post-clinic survey, but more is always better. Determine the overall sterilization coverage percentage. Divide the number of sterilized dogs observed by the total number of observed dogs, then multiply by 100. If sterilization coverage is over 80% of the number of observed dogs, then the team can plan to move forward to the next adjacent area. If not, should stay in the same area for a couple of weeks, then do the post-clinic survey again. What do we record for the pre and post clinic survey? So it's quite different from the animal welfare survey that we focus on the welfare status. But for this survey, we try to observe the basic demography, sterilization status, category, or the ownership status. So the data record are the area in terms of the province, district, or sub-district. The track number that we want to know the which dog catcher do the survey and the date of survey. The next is the sex and lactating status, age that we cut off about the 6 months. If the dog not over 6 months, they are puppy. Sterilization status, they can observe by the ear tattoo. But from this year, we change the protocol to use the ear knot, only left ear, and tattoo on the right ear. For the category of the dog in Thailand, we can separate to the 4 categories. The first one, confined owner, that they are stay inside the house 24 hours. Second one, free roaming owner. This is not under direct control or the restriction at the particular time. The third one, community dog. The community dog is the dog that live at the market or the temple or in the community that have more than one people take care of them. The last one is a feral dog. It looks like the domestic animal that have the revert to the wild state and is no longer depend on human to succeed. And the last data that we collect is the contact person. When our dog catcher do the survey around the street, and when they meet the people, they can ask their name or the contact number for the further arrangement. This is an example of the pre-clinic survey day one in Ket Rat Krabang, Bangkok province. You can see it's very big area that our surveyor cannot finish the work only the eastern part. So on the next day, our surveyor can record the data from yesterday and can continue a survey for the western side of the area. This is the advantage of the MyTrack application. And my map website by Google can show you the open data table like this. You can generate the data to the Excel file for further analysis. Last tool for evaluation and monitoring program is the Rabies data that we have coordinated with Department Livestock Development Thailand for share Rabies data in animal annual year report. For we can see the risk area and able to plan the forward location for our CNVR working. Accordingly, 17 cases of the rabies in the last year, mostly on the eastern or the northeastern side of the Greater Bangkok. So possibly due to the immigration from the Changsha province. Finally, all indicators and tools that we use for measure our impact can show us the realistic result. As the example, is the CNVR project exceeding the sterilization and vaccination threshold across the project area? The answer is partially on the 20 routes. Average sterilization coverage in 2022 increased to 70.9% from 0.1 in 2016. So is the CNVR project making measurable and meaningful perceivable reduction in the risk of the rabies? The answer is yes. We can decrease from the 93 case in 2016 to 17 case in 2022. The cases have declined significantly over time with an average reduction of 4% rabies case per month. We also found highly significant relationship between CNVR program and the rabies case per month. As the number of sterilization vaccination per month increased, so the rabies case per month decreased also. Government rabies vaccine campaign very important. Thought they do not address the free roaming dog, and they are the majority. So they never reach the high enough percentage unless they're targeting the correct dogs. Also, across of Thailand, the government does vaccine against the rabies, but problem is everywhere. This is only the Bangkok where situation has approved due to our CNVR program. Is the CNVR project making measurable to reduction roaming dog density? The answer is also yes. Because of we recorded the dog density in the 2016 in 2.69 dog per kilometer, then it declined to 1.39 in 2022. So is the CNVR project making improvement in roaming dog welfare? Yes, in terms of body condition score, because we found the poor body condition score of 1 or 2, what found in 27.3% in 2016, and then it declined to 12.5% in 2022. The average of the 20% decline per year. And is the CNVR project making improvement in the human-dog relationship? The answer is also yes, because we observe the visible sign of the ownership and care, include the wear a collar or T-shirt or interacting closely with a person, such as praying or being fed. The percentage of the dog with the sign of the ownership increasing from the 32.5% in 2016 to 68.5% in 2022. By animal welfare survey this year, so we can see whether the density of dogs had changed and also their welfare state. We may find fewer dogs have their welfare problems now, thanks to our CNVR work and everybody who involved. So the average across Greater Bangkok in 2016 to 2022, we found lactating female decreased 25% to under 1%. The poor body condition score decreased from 28% to only 12%, and the skin problem decreased from 3% to 2%. Puppy decreased from 5% to only 1%. And it also have reduction in the risk of rabies, average monthly reduction of 4% in rabies case, and reduction roaming dog density, 43.2% decline over 6-year period. Improvement in roaming dog welfare and improvement human-dog relationship is increasing from the 32.5% to 68.5%. So I would like to thank you for all of you about the attention and have a nice day.